In this video, we're going to take a look at performing a base Rover RTK survey with a couple of Trimble R Series receivers using internal radios. And for this scenario, we're going to start the base on a known point. So I've got a job set up in Trimble Access. I've already got my survey style created. I did a video on creating a survey style for a RTK survey using internal radios, and I'll put a link for that in the description below so you can check that out. But we've got our job set up, we've got our base receiver set up on a known point for this scenario, and we're ready to start it up. Now, a couple of things before we get going. Make sure you put the antennas on both receivers. The little rubber antennas need to screw on the bottom of your R Series receivers for the radios to communicate. And also at the base station, make sure you don't have the antenna on the base station touching the metal of a tri-brack or a tripod, because that'll ground the radio out and you won't get very far with the Rover. All right, so once everything's set up, we can go to the menu at the top left, tap Measure, and we'll choose our RTK survey style. And then we'll tap Start Base Receiver. The software will go ahead and connect up via Bluetooth to the base station. And once the software connects up to the receiver, we'll need to put the point name in for our base. So you can either type it in if you know it, or you can tap the black arrow, go to List, and choose the point out of there. Then check your antenna height, make sure it's correct, make sure it's measured to the correct location, and we can hit the Start button at the bottom right. Now the base is started. You can look at the receiver and make sure the radio light is flashing about once every second. That will let you know that the base station is transmitting. So the next step will be to start the Rover up. So you're going to get the Rover turned on and then go to the menu at the top left, Measure, choose RTK again, and this time measure points. So the software will go ahead and switch over to the Rover. And once it connects up, you should see the radio icon moving at the top of the screen, letting you know that you do have signal. And you should see that index that you set up in your survey style with 100% reliability. Tap Accept down at the bottom right, and the survey will begin.
Waiting for information from the base.
So once you see good precisions at the top of the screen with a green check mark, you're ready to put in a point number, put in a code, and go ahead and start your survey.
Observation stored.
So I can go around, measure points, take all the shots I need to do for my survey, and then when I'm done, I'm going to go back to the menu at the top left, go to Measure, and choose End GNSS Survey. You can power down the receiver or leave it on if you're going to do some more work later on. In this case, we'll go ahead and power down the receiver. So this is powering down the Rover. And then we'll head back over to the base station. And when we get back over to the base station, we'll go to the menu at the top left again, Measure, choose RTK, and this time we'll end the GNSS base survey. So the software will go ahead and connect back up to the base via Bluetooth. In the survey, we can power down the receiver again. So yes, and we're all set.